Hey guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. Today we're going to take a quick look at Polkadot and do some price analysis and have a look at some levels that we mentioned on the previous video, and then we'll go forward and have a look at some levels where we're currently sat, some levels to accumulate and to take profit, and then some potential buy-ins. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed and hit that like button. So the chart on the weekly time frame, I mean, it doesn't look the best, to be honest, does it? We've had that major move to the upside. We had quite a hefty retracement when Bitcoin pulled back around May, April of 2021. We then went on a rally from August all the way through until November, and then Bitcoin again shaking out. So we are still controlled by the king, which is Bitcoin, and whatever that does for now, the major altcoins and the low caps still seem to follow. So as Polkadot is up in those major caps, you would expect that he's following it. It's a shame because Polkadot, fundamentally, and in terms of what's going on currently, is a solid asset. Currently, we are midway through some of these Polkadot auctions, which are running through till March. We already have around 5 or 6 that have been confirmed, and some of those chains are now creating blocks on substrate built on Polkadot. So everything is going for the ecosystem. Fundamentally, it is sound, but we are just being restrained back by Bitcoin. Current area I've got marked up in green is a massive weekly area of support and a big area of liquidity. As we can see, back in January, it's where we pretty much started off and formed a base there for that major rally. And again, we did drop below it back in July, but once we flip that level, with us then in bullish territory. Currently, the last couple of weeks, only this one started yesterday, but price action is favourable and we are bouncing off this area. So dropping down to the daily time frame, this is still, for me, a great buy zone. And if you are looking to potentially buy, some people mentioned in the comments on the previous video, what if it goes lower? There is always that possibility it goes lower, and we say, well, why are you buying now? If it doesn't go lower, you're going to miss out. And the thing is with cryptocurrency or any investing, dollar cost average, ladder your orders in. If you buy one order here and it shoots up, happy days, you've only caught one. If you put all your bags down here, it still might go down there, but remember, there's a good chance it may not. So I just want to highlight that level firstly, which is, it's a key area. And if you look all the way through, I'll tell you what, we'll put a horizontal ray on this. If you look at this bottom here, where we formed and then pushed to the upside, it's quite a key area as well, because it was a resistance area here back in January, so a year ago. It was resistance. We've ended a major full retracement of that back in July, and we bounced off that $10 and let's call that $10.50 area, bounced back up, and currently we are now set on this level of support. If I was you, I would be laddering orders in. So we're currently sat at $18. Maybe from the bottom of this current candle, so you're talking just under $18, I would ladder probably 3 to 4 orders in, maybe 25% here, then drop 25% at around $15, and just ladder them down all the way down to probably $10, because you know, and you might get a nasty wick. Personally, I do not think we'll come down to these regions. I think we're going to bounce on here, but in reality, it also depends on the macro aspects of it in terms of traditional markets. We do know that traditional markets over the course of the last few months have been performing horrifically. And that has been taking knock-on effects. The S&P 500, which is the SPX, in general, over the course of the last, the last 6 months, it's been performing very, very well. And if you just look at this on the 200 daily moving average, we actually, where is it? There it is. We lost it, so currently we're trading below that, which is a bearish sign. But if we manage to recoup and regain this 200, it's going to be good for Bitcoin, because when that dumped, Bitcoin dumped with it. But just going back to Polkadot, if we did not get back above that 200, it continues to dump, Bitcoin will dump, and then that will drag the rest of the market down. So look to potentially have some orders placed here. For me though, like I said, I'm still bullish on this crypto market. One point just to note, that looking at this on the weekly time frame of Bitcoin chart, we are kind of adhering to this trend here. As you can see, we hit it there, and there. So potentially this could be a trend where we are abiding too. If we do manage to push on from here, the rest of the market will flip bullish. So that's a little bit of a bearish aspect on me. Areas to buy are laddered in down there. Areas to take profit though, and we've got quite a few levels that we could really consider. If you look at this wick here, I'm going to mark it up with a horizontal ray from that wick there. That's at 22.74. if you look at it, we've bounced off it again, and we've bounced off it here. That is a first level where you should be aiming to take some profit. Even if you're buying at $18 or $15 or $10, if you're wanting to accumulate the asset or just skim a bit of profit off, even if it's 1 to 2% profit, use that bottom there at $22.50. Call that $22.50 to take some profit. And then the next major level after that is around here, around this 200 daily moving average, which is pretty much $30 on my nose. I think there's a good chance once we get to there, we will reject. So rejection off there will give you that ability to sell, then to buy back in, potentially down at $22 or somewhere on one of these wicks down here, for example, $24 or somewhere around that price. So that's some levels for you to buy, and then some levels to accumulate or take profit. So we've got $22.50, let's call that, all the way up to $30 profit areas within that region. Let's get to that 200. Looking at the 50 and 25, 20, we've had that bearish cross, which it is a lagging indicator, but as you can see, the price is way below the moving average 50. One of my rules, if I'm ever looking to long or short, especially, I mean, I'm on the daily time frame here, but if I were to look into long or open a long position, really, I want this price action to be back above that 50. As you can see here, when was bullish, was above that 50 all the way. So whether it's an investment perspective or it's a trading position, just try to look to be above that 50 if you're looking for a little bit of long-term growth. I think that if you're trying to catch a bottom and catch knives down here, there's no point, because I mean, if you look at it from a investor's perspective, you think, oh, I'm going to get more coins down here. Don't worry about that, because even if you get back in up here, the price still could do 50, 60x, even more. But I do think that this asset has got a long way to go. So do not rush to get in here. If you're feeling a little bit bearish, like the entire market is, maybe just wait for a price to come back above $30, get above that 50, and then start doing some trading. Just looking at the RSI, it's quite low. Last time we was that position, we had a little bounce to upside when we rejected off that 50. And likewise, when we was down here at the same point again, if you just mark it up with a horizontal ray again. Look, last time was here, we bounced. There's a good chance that we can bounce again here. So fingers crossed. 30% is that decent RSI level where the market will have a good positive reaction. We can really start to see some growth to the upside. These red levels up here are weekly levels of resistance, which will be my major profit taking areas on my way up. Just to make you aware, I'm a long-term holder of Polkadot. The lower it comes, the more I'll buy. Fundamentally sound. Gavin Wood is an absolute genius, so everything he is building, I'll be looking to invest in. That goes alongside some of these Polkadot auctions and parachains. So that's analysis for today. I'm not going to take a look at the Satoshi pairs because I'm still waiting out on a move from Bitcoin, and I feel like a lot of people nowadays, because a lot of new people in the market tend not to trade in Satoshis. I think that's a bit of a thing of a past now. If you're wanting to build Bitcoin and you're a bit of an OG in this school and this in this industry, I should say, then stacking sats is king. But for you noobs out there, building at dollars and building at Polkadot is what we're here to do. So that's going to do it for today's video. Some analysis on Polkadot and USDT pairing. That's it. I'll catch you next time.